Mr. Vimal Mishra, Chief Executive Officer, Pietro Fiorentini DB. Would you talk about your company, sir?
So, Pietro Fiorentini DB India Private Limited was incorporated in October 2021. It is a joint venture of Pietro Fiorentini, which is an Italy-based, more than 80 years old company, and they do everything in natural gas, starting from upstream to downstream. And the idea of setting up this joint venture is to manufacture residential gas meters, diaphragm gas meters to start with in India. It is important to note that Pietro choosing India to set up a manufacturing base. This is the only meter facility that they have outside of Italy, where they're planning to have a global manufacturing facility. They have a unit in China, but that serves only China. In India, this facility is going to serve the Indian market, the ASEAN market, and going forward, we plan to serve the global South market also.
So presently you are exporting also, sir, or you are only supplying to the Indian market?
We plan to export. We have a couple of orders of export orders, but the export market is more on smart meters. We were looking at introducing our smart meters, which we are done now. And with these smart meters, we now plan to go for the export market as well.
You have launched this smart meter in India Energy Week 2024. What is the features that you do have in this new smart gas meter that you have launched yesterday?
Yes. So what is important to note is that when you localize a meter, when we also localize a mechanical meter in India, the price of the mechanical meter in Italy versus the price that is acceptable in the India market, even for the mechanical meter, there is a difference. So the primary idea is to localize manufacturing of every component inside India. That is what we did for the mechanical meter also. Similarly, for the smart meter that Italy has, the Italian smart meter is expensive. It is also a high volume because they use gas for heating as well. In India, we don't use gas for heating. We use only for cooking. It is a low consumption, low pressure, low consumption. So and also the India market is price sensitive. So we had to design a meter which is cost effective, price keeping in mind the CGT target prices. So we have launched the India meter, and also the communication technologies. Like for example, in India now we are getting to 5G. But for the IoT, narrowband IoT we are in discussions with Airtel, Jio and other communication providers on NB-IoT. We are planning this meter. The meter has been launched on NB-IoT. It does have a backup communication on Bluetooth, so that tomorrow, and this is a prepaid meter, the customer can charge like the electricity meter today. You go and charge the meter, prepaid charge like you do it from the phone. Same thing we are bringing in the meter also, gas meter also.
I see this meter very light.
Yeah.
So, any reason for that?
So diaphragm technology it has plastic parts. It has got rubber parts. So essentially the only weight that you see is because of this metal casing. Otherwise, inside you have a measuring instrument, delicate but very durable measuring instrument, which is made of plastic and rubber, which is why the weight is not heavy. If you go and look at the other commercial industry meters, they'll be very heavy because it's got a and the operation pressure is 20 millibars. So that is why also the steel, the casing thickness of the steel is also less compared to the other meters.
Sir, how do you look at the CGD market? Because every year or every alternate year we are seeing new cities being added up. So how do you look at the market and overall market share that you are planning to have in the next 2 years?
So we want to, as Pietro Fiorentini DB, our vision is to be the reference point for gas metering in India. Thanks to the effort taken by the Government of India, the MOPNG, the regulatory authority PNGRB, the stage is set for piped natural gas distribution in the country going forward. 10 years, 15 years going forward. And as we become a developed nation, I foresee that the distribution of natural gas would be on through piped gases. And growth in this sector, the amount of investment is coming. There was a number that I seen about 25 to 50 billion dollars that is going to get invested in this. And also on the smart part of it, the sensitivity of this Indian utilities today to be smart on giving the customer a user interface which he can understand, we can use, is something which is very promising. Being a the vision of having being the reference point. If I am a market leader, I need to target at a market share of at least 20 to 25%. We have just started. Our commissioning, formal commissioning was in January 23. This was the first year of operation. Next year, we are going to go further. In 3 to 5 years' time, we expect to achieve the target market share.
And what's your plan for 2024? It's just a month.
2024, we are in the middle of the budgeting exercise, and which is, of course, in any corporate a difficult stage. But yes, it is a promising year for us. Between the last year to this year, I'm talking about financial years, there has been a growth in number of PNG connections. About 1.7 million last year. I guess we've already seen tenders to 2.5 million this year. Next year, I am expecting the numbers to increase further. The PNGRB minimum work program targets are quite stiff. CGDs are facing certain difficulties on the market, but yes, the numbers are growing, and also the customers are getting more sensitive to the technology that is getting, especially the smart technology in gas metering, which is very promising.
So you're also focusing on other sectors. When do you plan to reveal those things?
So whatever Pietro does, a lot of things on starting from gas upstream to the downstream. We have actually started from the downstream. The last product, the smallest product that we have is gas meters. We want to manufacture it here locally, made in India, make in India, and localize every component of it. Every possible component. Critical components, of course, could be imported, but starting with diaphragm meters, the next stage we are looking at is possibly going to higher size of diaphragm meters. Regulators is also something in their mind, and then possibly getting certain solutions. Biogas is something that we also have in mind, but we first want to make a strong footing with this DPNG meters, and then going forward, probably a couple of years down the line, to introduce more products on the portfolio.
Thank you, Vimal.